Hi, welcome back to the channel. I'm Kimmy, and we're going to do just like a regular general reading today, see what's going on. All right. So, just to remind you that not everything, can align to or will align with your, situation. So, just take whatever does resonate and leave whatever behind, because there's no use in carrying extra burdens that don't even exist and that are not for you. So let's shuffle one more time and we'll get into it. Okay. So first off, we have temperance. So it's like, okay, like I'm feeling that you're bringing balance into things, like when you're tempering something, it's like you are slowly, you know, balancing out, you know, temperatures. So it's almost like the Two of Pentacles cup, Two Pentacles card in tarot. It's like you're bringing balance to a situation equally, and you are literally being that alchemist. Okay. There is a train passing, so I don't know if you can hear it, but that's just another, confirmation. So next we have is feminine intellect. So two, you are literally see, there's a lot of going on in the crown area. So it's like there's a lot of like you're using your intuition and your abilities, and you're really allowing it to come through and really taking, I'm sorry, that train is really loud. But it's like you're balancing with the temperance card here and the feminine intellect. It's like you're balancing out your intuition and your thought, and being able to take both the masculine and the feminine energy within you and be able to use it more well-roundedly rather than tilting from one side to another. So it's like you are becoming wiser in the process of how you transmute situations and how you choose your life around you. So next we have is deception, undermining, and confidence. So I'm not getting that this is a sense of it being you, but it's like people around you. I mean, it could be the other way around too, with a very select few of you that you are, trying to control and be a puppet master to somebody. See, there's a guy here trying to puppet about an alien looking creature. So it's like, I don't know. It looks like a fierce kind of person, probably with the energy of the rooster. I don't know if you guys know Chinese zodiac or anything like that, but the alien Aquarians are known as aliens. So it could be like an Aquarius person, or somebody like a Pisces, or somebody who is very like into their intuition. Somebody's wanting to try to control or to hold back and stop whatever person, is using their intuition. So don't allow other people to do that. It's almost like, okay, so there's this thing about curses. It's like a curse only exists if you give power to it. So if you think that it's there, then it's there. That's part of manifestation also. But if you don't believe in them and you don't trust them, and you're like, curses don't have an effect on me, then they won't have an effect on you. You just take that energy and you transmute it. And when somebody's trying to send you a frown, it like that childhood thing, I'm rubber, you're glue. Whatever you throw at me bounces off and sticks to you. It's like the universe is going to see that and be like, no, 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 that's yours. You get the upside down frown since you're wanting to send, frowns to everybody. We're going to send you a frown, and maybe one day you'll send smiles, that kind of energy. So it's really interesting. What do we got? Okay, we have opportunity. So it looks like there's innocent opportunity coming towards you, an opportunity to make a change, to do something new with your life, and to, I'm feeling like, use your intellect and your intuition to create better outcomes. I don't know if you're going to be like a teacher or speaker, or if you're going to inspire people with your words, or people are going to just notice your intuition, and it's going to make a change in them, realizing that they also too have that same intuition, because we all have the ability. We just have to see it, and it's whether or not we choose to interact with it or not. So it looks like there's an opportunity to really make some change and growth in that area, and to literally let it carry you on to this next chapter. It's like you're moving through this gate of a new opportunity, a new pathway that is going to literally change your life, and it's going to be great. Just trust yourself, trust the process, and don't worry about anything. Don't doubt yourself, because you got this. Next we have is fairness and judgment. So it's like, this is looking towards the past, the door in the past. Okay, so it's like you're looking past, looking at the opportunities that you've had in the past, and you're judging them. So are you fairly judging it? Because if you judge things negatively, then there's still something in the past that you haven't learned from, that you still need to maybe look at. So it's like, if you're not looking at it, with a sense of completion, where it's like, okay, I appreciate that experience from the past and I've learned from it, then there's obviously something that you're not seeing. So there's still some karmic energy that's going to be tied to it until you come to that point where it's like you don't choose to change anything that happened in the past. So this is still, it still has the energy of, well, if I did this differently, or I could have done this differently, and then, but those are thoughts of like karmic energy, and they're just letting you know and giving you the ability to see that there's still something there that you could grow from and learn from. Because if you see the good in things from the past and use it as like, building blocks of yourself, and have that, well, I wouldn't change anything that happened in the past, because everything that happened in the past made me who I am today, and I am a much better version of myself today than I was yesterday. That kind of thinking and that kind of mentality is a positive one, that that way it shows you that you've learned from your lessons, that you've got the the knowledge out of it, that you don't have any regrets, and that you're confident, and you're going to use the experiences to move you forward. Okay. So the next we have is hospitality, abundance, and currents. So okay, so this is like a trident, and it's like Neptune. Okay. Kind of. Okay, so it's like seeing all of the possibilities and seeing all of the hurdles. Okay, so these rocks are like blockages, heavy burdens, stuff like this. This is in the past. Okay, so it seems like he's ready to tackle on whatever obstacles were in the past. So look, see, he's facing towards the future. He's wanting to move on to the future. So he's literally looking and seeing what else there is to learn from the past so that they can move forward, and I feel like that's something that you're doing too. And that's part of what's bringing like back to the Temperance card and, the feminine intellect. This is about using your feminine intellect to use your intuition to ask yourself, what is it that I need to see to then bring temperance, balance to this situation? So you ask yourself those questions, and then you wait for the answers. Whatever pops in your mind, whatever you start remembering has an it's your way of your energetic body being like, okay, here, this is what you asked for. Look at this. And it'll have like a memory, a thought, a pattern, just keep out for the signs and stuff like that, and the synchronicities that that your soul is trying to show you of what it is that you need to let go, so that you can tackle, those things in the past and get through whatever rocky situations that you were going through, and so that you can fully move forward. Okay. Next we have is ambition and competitiveness. So this person's got a white wolf on its chest. So it's like you are ready to take on any of the things, okay, you're faced against. This is still looking towards the past. So it's really like being ambitious to literally find out what it is that's holding you back, and tackling it. All these cards are really it, and the energies also is really outlining the past and letting go of it, tackling it, seeing the wisdom out of it, and being able to get through whatever situation still that you're holding on to. So that's really great. So I'm going to pull from this other deck real quick. Just to close the reading out. So just continue to work on whatever it is that you're working on, to balance your life out, so that you can really get through this, these energies. Because the energies that are around us right now are really supporting, like letting go, releasing things, finding the knowledge out of situations that we've experienced already, to be able to move past it. Because the energies that are coming up next are going to be those energies that support growth, support the movement forward, support, the ambitions and the drives in our life to follow our passions and everything like that. So just, do whatever it is that you need to do, and just keep doing it, because it feels like you're very determined to get it done, and that it's almost like you're done with it. You just feel done with it. You just don't want to do it anymore, but you're like, okay, so I don't feel like doing this anymore, so let's hurry up and get all this done. Let's get it all taken care of, so I don't have to keep going back to the same kinds of things and keep having to do this releasing process. And once it's released, just trust that it's released. And we have leadership, which is the broccoli card here. So it's also got a wand in it. So this is bringing me to the energy of the magician card. So it's like taking the leadership role in your life and allowing you to create how you want it to go, rather than your past creating it how it has been. So it's like your past situations could have been creating your outcomes, because you keep worrying about the past, which keeps that energy coming back. So it's like you're taking, charge of your own life, and you're like, okay, I'm done with the past. I'm ready to do something new now. So let's focus on getting through whatever, situations and obstacles that we need to finish up and, nib it in the butt and get it over with, so that you can really just focus on the new, focus on whatever path you're going on, and really doing that. The next card we have, and it's funny, is fertility. Fertility is not only about like, being pregnant and stuff. It's like being pregnant can be like pregnant with ideas, pregnant with, you have this thing that you're birthing, this life that you're birthing, these experiences that you're choosing to go and experience, like this whole new, reality that you're wanting to create. And it feels like there's a lot of support in that, and that's why the whole releasing thing is coming up quite adamantly in this reading, is so that you can go and do the things that you are creating without feeling slowed down or balked by anything. That way you could focus on just whatever you're choosing to create and just continue to go forward with it. So that's a pretty great reading, especially with the energetics and stuff like that. That's really good. So just to take advantage of, the energies while they're here, and, get done whatever that you need to get done. And that way you can move on to, the beautiful life that you want to live. We all have that choice, whether we want to choose it or not. And it seems like you're choosing to move forward. So congratulations and good luck. Till next time. See ya.